Sorry, guys. I don't know what happened. The stream just completely died. It wasn't internet. That's frustrating. We'll give it a minute while people rejoin. It'll take a couple minutes. Sorry, guys. Gotta love technology. I was just about to reveal something really cool, too, and then everything froze. So we'll give it a minute. Thankfully, you guys are hanging on and coming right back. Sorry about that. Thank you, Tom, for posting the link to the new stream. I appreciate that. Hopefully, we don't have any more problems now. The last thing you saw is me holding the tape. What a cliffhanger. That's awesome. I broke the internet. Yes, because there's so many millions of people watching me right now. All right, we'll give it a minute while people rejoin, and then I will tell you about this tape. This tape has some magic on it. Yeah, Samuel, a live stream. Well, well, well. I like that. That's awesome. No, this is not a C64 tape. Captain Picard 2005. Computers are serious tools. Cassette magic. Do you have the frame pictures of the prototype kit on the wall in the semi used in season 3, the red one with the pointy nose? I do have the pictures, yes. I don't have them framed or on the wall yet, but I do have them. Was kit used the final blue and used in the final season? No, that was another 82 Trans Am. That wasn't kit. So, but it was nice that they used that. Do you ever wander out into the garage and pet kit and sit in him just if you want to think? Absolutely. Yes, I do that every once in a while. I do that. No, these are not William Daniels voice files. Bonnie left for now, so she might be back. So, all right, guys. So let's go over. Did you get the black and okay? So Clyde, we're going to pause on the tape because Clyde asked, "Did you get the black and gold Craftsman tool chest?" So yes. And that was one of the things I wanted to talk about. So, yes, months ago, whenever I posted about it, that we were looking for the tool chest, I found one on Marketplace, Facebook Marketplace, but it was about 6 hours from me over in Maryland. So one of our wonderful viewers offered to pick it up for me, Francis Roche. And Francis picked it up and has been storing it for a couple months until I could figure out how to get it here. And just finally, our friends Joe and Linda Webb were able to pick it up, and they're going to be delivering it here next week. So I will have the tool chest here next week. And a special thank you to Francis for donating the purchase. Originally, I was going to pay Francis back, but he said, nope, it's a donation for the semi. So awesome. All of you guys are so awesome with your generosity. It's absolutely amazing. All right. So, yes, Lucas, don't break the live stream. Just keep it to yourself. Any possible Airwolf collaborations for Knight Rider historians? I don't know. Is there an Airwolf historian? Actually, there is. There's a couple people that Airwolf guidebook, I think. They do a pretty good job with the filming locations and behind the scenes. But so, all right. So you see what this tape says, Knight Rider MT83. What do you guys think's on this tape? I want to see in the comments what you guys think's on this tape. I can almost guarantee it is not what you think. I mean, maybe it's partially what you think. It is music. It's not the pilot presentation. Not Mouth of the Snake, not Dead of Night. MT is not mixtape. Nope. Not music track. Music theme. No. One of Dawn Peak's lost episodes for a soundtrack. No. That tape is cursed, says Lucas. I don't think it's frozen for anyone else, Lucas, so it might just be you this time. One of the prop tapes used in an episode. That's a great idea. Nope. Multiple tracks. No. Okay. Never released versions. You're close, Caesar. It is a never released version. The Knight Rider theme, says William May. Yes. MT stands for main title. Now, Knight Rider premiered in 82, but this says main title 83, right? So, Dan Murphy, you nailed it. This is the demo of the Knight Rider theme that Dawn Peak 1983 that they had planned to use in the second season, but the powers that be said, no, we want to keep the original theme. So we found this tape in a box in a garage, in Dawn Peak's garage. And no one knew it still existed. Took the tape. When I brought it home, I digitized it. And it's amazing. It's amazing. Part of me wishes they would have switched to this theme. Dare I say I like this better than the actual theme that was Stu Phillips and Glenn Larson did. And maybe that's just because it's new, right? But it's amazing. And we will be we're going to be putting a video together. You guys will get a chance to hear this. This has already been digitized, backed up. So if I get hit by a bus tomorrow, it's not lost forever. If this tape gets destroyed, it's not lost. It will be out there. You guys will get to see it. But this tape is gold. It's absolutely amazing. It's a sneak peek into something that was supposed to be for Knight Rider, but never happened. So that will be coming. So Nick, it wasn't legalities with Stu Phillips that prevented it, but Stu was instrumental in blocking it from happening, from what we've heard. So, so we'll leave it at that for now. Like I said, we're going to do a whole video on it as soon as I get a chance. But it's absolutely amazing. You guys want me to play a sample of it? I don't know if will it play on here? You guys want to hear a sample of it, huh? All right, hold on. Let's see if I could play a sample of it. It's going to sound similar yet very different. All right, so what I'm going to do before I play a sample of that, you guys need to tell me if you can hear this. Can you hear this, Obsession? Okay. All right. You guys want to hear? Absolutely correct. You hear this, and that's Dawn Peak. See, look, now I'm just playing the whole thing for you. There you go. Isn't that awesome? I love it. I love it. The quality is amazing. It's surprising to me because this was just sitting in a box in a garage. But the quality is fantastic, which is good because this is probably the last copy on Earth. So fortunately, it survived. So yeah, at some point soon we'll be releasing a video on the history of this. We actually even got Dawn Peak on camera talking about the creation of this. So that's going to be part of the video as well. And then we'll be releasing this so you guys can have a nice, clean, high definition copy of it. You guys are going to love it. Okay, so what's next on my list? Let's talk about the semi. You guys want to talk about the semi? Chile, Chris, welcome from Chile. That's awesome. Time to stash that in the bank box. Yes, this has a special place in the archives, that's for sure. Joe, you're my hero. Thanks, Lucas. I should be, right? No, just kidding. All right, let's talk about the semi. Big news on the semi. So after next weekend, by the end of next weekend, if all goes well, the entire garage section of the semi interior should be done or close to done. You saw in one of our last semi videos that I put up the corrugated metal panels in the garage area. I have the diamond plate and the black frames with the X cross members are being fabricated right now, and they should be installed next weekend. So um, that's coming up very soon, and that's going to be incredible to see the garage area of the semi done. And equally as cool is the ramp. So um, a lot of you guys have been asking, when are you getting around to the ramp? It has taken many, many months to perfect the design files for the ramp, because um, we talked to Universal, we talked to the people that actually built the ramp back in 1982. There were never any drawings or blueprints. These guys just said, hey, we need a ramp on the back and it extends and the car needs to drive up on it. And they just built it from whatever. There was never any design drawings. So it's taken a long time to analyze hundreds of Blu-ray screen caps and make sure that we get everything exactly as it was. So special thanks to Glenn Holzer. He's been our go-to guy for a number of design projects. He's the one that designed the sleeper, which we'll talk about the sleeper here in a minute. But the ramp design is done, and I wanted to tell you that we recently had an incredibly generous donor who has pledged to pay for the entire ramp, the parts and the fabrication and the installation. So some of you guys who follow the Facebook page know about Irving Jensen. He donated all of the oak timber that we're going to need for all the cabinets on the inside. Irving stepped up again and donated quite a bit of money to get the ramp built. So we've ordered the metal for the ramp, and the fabricator, Zach, who's doing the cross members and installing them, as soon as those are done, he's going to start fabricating the ramp. So maybe in a couple months, we'll have the ramp on and installed, which is going to be amazing to actually drive a car up into the trailer. So that's thank you so much, Irving. I don't know if you're on, Irving, or not, but special thanks to Irving for his incredible generosity with this project. How's the fuel pump coming along on the tractor? So that's another, you guys are like reading my list that I have a whole list right here and you guys are reading it. So the fuel pump. The fuel pump has been rebuilt and it's returned. It's on the tractor and the tractor is running wonderfully. Now you guys haven't seen any of that yet because I haven't had time to put together the videos, but we had a diesel company that donated the restoration of the pump. We sent them the pump, they rebuilt it and sent it back. And coming in about less than 2 weeks, there's going to be a collaboration video with me and this diesel shop. It's actually really neat. It's a little corny, but you guys are really going to like it. Where part 1 of this video is going to be on the Historians channel. And then there's going to be kind of like a little cliffhanger. And then you'll go to this other channel to see the second part. And the second part is so much better than the first part that I'm doing. You're going to love it. It's so cheesy and corny, but it's amazing. It's awesome. And special thanks to this company, which will reveal all that whenever the time comes. So Dwayne D-Man Martin, I'm glad you're on. Yes. So one of the other things I wanted to do is give a quick shout out to all the people that have sent me stuff recently. I get every once in a while, I'll get something in the mail, Knight Rider related. And so we've got Dwayne. Where's the button for this? Hang on. There we go. So Dwayne D-Man Martin sent me this awesome visor, and he makes these, he builds these, and he put this scanner in. So I think it's absolutely amazing. Isn't that cool? I love it. So thank you, Dwayne, for that. I know I'm kind of jumping all around here. Like I have so many things just laying here that I'm going to show you. So many people have just sent me random stuff that is just awesome. Trent Heffern sent me a voice car, really nice shape voice car. I've yet to put batteries in it to see if it works, but he sent me a voice car. So thank you to Trent. And Ryan Smith sent me a mini kit all the way from Australia, along with some bushings for the semi. We've got Ken Beard, who does amazing aftermarket stuff for the 1/8 scale kit. He sent me a whole box of goodies to put on the car. So do I have an open PO box? No, I think I'm going to get a PO box though, because people keep sending me stuff. So I think I need a PO box. Look at that. It's hard to see with the plastic, but that's a screen accurate season 2 console. And then he sent me like even stuff that doesn't go necessarily on the car. But look at this. Look at this awesome gull wing keychain. So the 1/8 scale kit is on my list to finish. I got the last pieces from Fan Home. They sent me the display case, so I have everything. I just haven't had time to finish it. So that's going to be on my list to do soon as well. And I'll probably just do, I have, I don't know, 15 steps to do. So I'll probably just do like one marathon video, because I know some of you guys out there like that stuff. So I'll probably do one marathon video, get it all finished, and then that'll finish that off. Ken does do amazing work, Nick. You're absolutely right. And I wanted to also give a shout out to Nick. He's been an incredible supporter of the channel, of the semi restoration. So couldn't do this without Nick. So thank you so much, Nick, for your friendship and for your help with all this stuff. And then, you know, one of the other things I like, which every once in a while I put a note on Facebook or put something in a video, is I'm always looking for original VHS tapes of the show from the NBC era or from the late 80s in WWOR. So Steve Laskowski just sent me a box of all of his original VHS tapes to digitize. So one of my little side goals is to get copies of all of the episodes from NBC. And I've got like 80% of them. So there's just a few I'm missing. And then I'm just looking over my list, make sure I didn't miss anything. So then I got these nerd plates, which you guys have seen nerd plates, but if you look at the bottom, it's signed by Ari Gross, who played Elliot in the episode. Elliot with 2 T's and 2 L's and 2 T's, like in Latitudinal. You guys know. So he's actually sent me 7 of these plates. One was personalized to me, signed by Ari. One was personalized to AJ. And then he sent 5 more plates, all signed by Ari Gross. And he said, I want you to sell these and put the profit, whatever you get from them, I want you to put them into the semi-restoration, which was absolutely amazing. Did I say his name? His Michael Knight is his name. Well, it's his, I don't know what his actual name is. Maybe it is Michael Knight. I don't know. But Michael Knight is the one that sent this. He had these signed in person by Ari at Motor City Nightmares back in July. So I have 5 of them here. If anyone's interested in purchasing one, send me an email. First 5 people, make me a fair offer, and you guys can get a plate. Email me, nightriderhistorians@gmail.com, if you are interested. So I think that's all the stuff I have down there. Let me look through the see if there's any other questions. Has the toolbox for the semi arrived, Matthew? No, I mentioned this a little bit ago in the live stream. Give me one more week and we'll have the toolbox here, and you'll see it on the channel. So The device coming from the ceiling when Bonnie turns over the switch on the right side of the semi, will it come automatically from the ceiling in the new semi? You're talking about the white drop down computer from the ceiling. Yes, I do want to make it come down from the ceiling. I have not figured that out yet. Hi, Justin. Yes, I remember you from the AOL days back in the 90s. Hope you're doing well. Oh, Mark's on. Hey, Mark. Thanks for joining. Yeah, Michael Knight. He's such a nice philanthropist. You must get that from Wilton. So start the bidding. No, I don't want to do bidding on those plates. Where's the original nerd prop bike? I have no idea. It's probably scrapped, would be my guess. But yeah, if you're interested in a plate, email me at nightriderhistorians@gmail.com. Every cent will go back into the semi because Lord knows we need it. It is an expensive project. Also wanted to give a special shout out to Greg Woody, who I know is on this. And first of all, Greg, thank you so much for the super thanks earlier in the chat. That's awesome of you for doing that. And second of all, Greg has, well, let's talk about the sleeper. Okay. So the sleeper is super close. The frame's all done. The panels are getting riveted on. The doors are on. It's really nearing the end. And it's just time. It's just our guy who's doing the panels can only work on it a day a week or something. So it's taking a long time, but it's really close to being done. I maybe within a month or so we'll have it here. We'll see. But I wanted to send a shout out to Greg and Danny Nassif. So Danny sent us, we needed some way to mount the sleeper to the frame of the tractor. On the show, the sleeper just sat on the frame, which we can't do. It'll destroy the sleeper. We need some suspension and some support. So Danny sent us a set of sleeper mounts from one of his spare GMC Generals. And hi, Jasmine Berg. You get a shout out from me. So there you go. Thank you for being here. So Danny sent us the sleeper mounts, and Greg graciously volunteered to sandblast them and powder coat them. So Greg did that, and I just got a message earlier today that they are shipped on their way back to me. So thank you so much. And again, it really does take a village to get all this done because there's just so many pieces to so many projects within projects to get done on this semi. So I really appreciate everyone's help, materially, financially, time-wise, everything. You guys are amazing. Am I ever going to build a Super Pursuit Mode kit? Probably not. I barely have time to get anything done. I probably won't do that. The injector pump is back. I just talked about that a little bit ago. You'll see that on an upcoming video. The semi is running wonderfully now. So, but we haven't put that on the channel yet. How long after the show ended did it take them to crush the cars? We think the show was done filming in, I think, February of 86. And by January of 87, they were being crushed. So like less than a year before they were crushed. Glad to hear Taco Bell used their, oh, interesting. I didn't know that. Taco Bell used their font. Any word on the hardtop stunt car? Nope. Haven't found it yet. If I did find it and wasn't able to tell you, I'd also tell you I didn't find it, but I really didn't find it. I'm looking through my list. So one thing I did want to mention, oh yeah, so who's the little girl with you? I have no idea. She just kind of showed up. She was knocking at my door saying she just needed food. No, it's my daughter. This is my daughter. My son is upstairs somewhere. Hello there, Bonnie, says Nick. Say hi to Nick.
Hi.
So a couple other things I wanted to mention that I have on my list here. Thank you, Sam I am 2024 for your donation. That's awesome. I appreciate it. Does the flipper car survive? Great question. Don't know for sure, but we do know. So the flipper car had two pieces, right? It had the dune buggy chassis with the Volkswagen engine, and then it had a rubber shell that sat on top of it. We know that the dune buggy chassis was listed for sale in California in 1988. Don't know, it lost the trail after that, so it might still be out there. But it was sold without the Trans Am shell on it. The rubber shell, we last had record of a rubber shell in 2006. One still was around, but it dropped off the radar at that. So I feel like both those parts are still around. Maybe we'll find them one day. Commander Kane, thank you so much for your donation. You're awesome. Appreciate it. I'm just looking through here. The Forza team used your car to model the recent DLC. How did they get the scanner so wrong? I don't know. They did 3D scan our car that's in the Peterson, and I think overall it turned out really nice. How's AJ? AJ is doing very, very well. Like I said, he was with me in California last week for our big Tesla adventure, and he's still in California doing some additional Knight Rider things, which we'll maybe reveal soon. Does your daughter want any more siblings? Well, guess what? You're not getting any. Did the Dune Buggy chassis have a Universe Studios internal ID number? Yes, it did. It did. I guess I will reveal it here. It was 1118 was the ID number for the flipper car. Pee Wee says, "What's up, Bonnie?" Except he keeps putting Bonning, but that's fine. Ever seen RC3's prop bike or one like it? Nope, haven't seen that. Don't know whatever happened to it. It was destroyed in Voodoo Night, right? Sure. One thing I did want to mention. So the latest video on the channel you'll see was that video about the theater seating. So I wanted to put that kind of in perspective because I know that can rub people a different way whenever I, hawk a product or different things like that. I get offers multiple times daily for products, and 99% of them I turn down. But there are certain ones that I do that I can kind of fit into the mold of the channel for various reasons, mainly to help upkeep the channel for things like that. So I try really hard not to do that too often. So like I said, I know that bothers some people, but it's kind of just the reality of me being able to provide all this other content to you guys, and AJ as well, for being able to, especially him, to be able to travel to do some of this on location stuff. So so bear with me when you do see that. I promise I won't do that too often. Okay. Hey, Rich Koval here. Rich was instrumental in helping us get all the lighting for the semi trailer. So Matthew Haggerty, if you meet Gina Davis, tell her I want to talk to her. I want to interview her for the channel. That'd be amazing. Nick, do you know what happened to the Longhorn limo from Custom Kit? No, I don't, Nick. That's a great question. There's so many things. Someone just asked me earlier today, do I know what happened to the custom car from Custom Kit? I can't believe I'm blanking on the name. The one that Devin drove that was stolen. This is crazy. I'm the Knight Rider historian. I should remember this.
You should.
What's the name? Put it in the chat. The Pennington Ascot Regency. Thank you, Knight 0222. Pennington Ascot Regency. I don't know why I had a blank on that. Now I don't know what happened to that one either. So maybe one day I'll get to the point where I can research and figure some of that stuff. The Lynx Imperial, Kevin Knight. Hello, Kevin. Lynx Imperial is actually the Moon Runner, is it? It's a race car. It's in a museum in California. The Boomerang computer does still exist. That original prop is not for sale, but we had the opportunity to thoroughly document the Boomerang at the Knight Rider reunion in 2012 that Nick Nugent put on. Do you think you get an interview with L. Charles Taylor? Let me tell you a story about this. So L. Charles Taylor played David Dalton in Mouth of the Snake, and I had been trying to find him for a while. So I found someone in California that I was sure was him. I found an address. So I mailed him a letter, and I was positive it was him. And I put my email address, and he replied this really nice message. And at the end, he said, "Thank you so much for contacting me. It's so nice to be thought of and all this stuff." And he said, "And by the way, I'm not the L. Charles Taylor you're looking for." So I gave up at that point. I'm gonna revisit that. This was like a year ago, but I would really, really like to talk to L. Charles Taylor. And actually, to go along with that, where is it? So also along with this tape, I found the complete score to the Code of Vengeance movies and TV shows, which might interest some people, but I just digitized it. I haven't listened to it yet. Let me see. Do you know where the SPM and ESB buttons were located on Kit's dash? Well, they were never actually in the dash, but I imagine they were in like where the radio is. Will you get Patricia McPherson on the channel someday? Probably not. She's not interested in reminiscing about those days. We'll leave it at that. Do you follow other YouTube channels? A few. Yeah. I like Vice Grip Garage, which a lot of you guys like. Let's see what else. So the last thing, excuse me, I had on my list was just a quick update on this garage I'm building. So I mentioned in one of the previous videos, this is going to house all of my Knight Rider collection and a 57 Chevy, which I showed you on the channel, and a couple other things. So we've broken ground. Stone's in, concrete's getting poured next week, and the structure will probably go up in the spring, I'm thinking. So that's coming along. Will you offer a download for the new theme song? Yes. Yes, you will be able to see that. Hardest working kit updates. Are you talking about the hardtop stunt car? If so, there are no updates. We have yet to find it. Your take on the roast of Hasselhoff. Boy, it's been years since I've seen that. AJ was actually at that roast. I'm trying to, honestly, I can't even, I need to rewatch that. I can't even remember the roast. Oh yeah, Nick, you were at that roast too. Yeah. 57 Chevy kit needs to be found. Yes, it does. Trying to think. I'm looking around here if there's any other really cool stuff. Have they fixed the kit AI yet? Who's they? Fix the kit AI. I don't know. Joe, what's one of your favorite moments thus far, having done all the historical documentation and research? It's always exciting to, like, whenever I was tearing down the semi. And the cool thing about all this is I had the camera rolling, so you guys got to see some of the findings on the semi as I saw them. Probably my favorite finding on the semi was the gold paint on the back jam. Whenever I started wet sanding and a little bit of gold showed, and then a little more, and then a little more, and then I eventually found all the layers of paint. The original the original white from the first season, then the black and gold, and then a repaint of the black. So that was pretty cool. Whoever was developing the kit, the AI that you showed on the channel. So I abandoned that because there's now really realistic AI, kit sounding AI. If you go to character.ai and search for kit, you'll find one that's exactly like William Dan's. Absolutely amazing. Yeah, Matthew. Yes, 57 Chevy kit was supposed to be original paint blue, but yes, it was originally yellow. When the scene when the kit hood's open, you can see the yellow underneath. Was the mold for Kit's dash that fit in the 57 Chevy destroyed? That's a great question. I have no idea. Probably. I haven't seen it. What else we got going on here? We got a few more minutes. Character AI has a great car too. I never even thought to look for car, Greg. I'm gonna have to check that out. That's really neat. Has there been any celebrity interest in the builds? No, I don't think so. Are you guys gonna get the cast members to sign the finished flag semi? So I have this thing about getting signatures on original props. I do not like it. I don't like to get any original props signed. So probably not. If anything, I would get them to sign some kind of a plaque that could be put in there, but not the semi itself. Nope, I just don't prefer that. That's just me. What else do we got going on here? Something else we found, which I'll show you guys. Some original sheet music. This is one of the scores from Return to Cadiz, Jennifer Shell. That's an original, although that front page is pretty empty. But yeah, that's one of the scoring books from that. So all kinds, we just keep uncovering all kinds of interesting things. Invite Peter Peros to drive the semi. That is my dream. He learned how to drive a truck so he could drive the semi on the show, and I definitely want to reunite him with the semi. Have you been to Dragon Con? No, I have not. It would be nice to take Kit to a few more cons. I went to RetroCon 2 years ago, which was awesome. Does Car come with a goatee prosthetic? Car doesn't. Maybe Garth. Hey Joe, thanks for. Yes, how's your trailer going? Do you want to come on the live stream? Okay.
I'm not presentable.
I'm trying to get Mrs. Knight Rider Historians on the channel, but she's being camera shy. That's fine. Do they still have the Knight Rider conventions in Vegas? No, they don't. It's only 211 people currently. Dawn is really cool and amazing. I think you need to go up. Go. Say bye to everyone. Say bye.
Bye.
Say bye to Bonnie. She's leaving for now. Okay. Bye, Bon. Okay.
Bye.
All right. She's gone for now. It's just us. That's right. What do you think about the Rivian commercial? I thought it was interesting. I thought it was really cool how they were able to recreate, especially that initial shot when you see Hasselhoff with the spotlight on him. That was neat how they recreated that. Your wife must have a heart of gold to deal with all of us weirdos. Yes, she does. She's amazing. In fact, the reason why I had to push this back an hour is because we had a date night. So that's why. Let's see. Thank you for what you do. Some people might care, but this is absolutely a piece of my childhood. Thank you so much. This is a piece of my childhood too. Since I was a little kid, this has been my thing. So I never thought that I would be in the position I'm in to not only see pieces of history of the show, but restore them and care for them. It's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. So Kevin Knight, any thought of dedicating the build of the semi to Randy Armstrong? 100%. It's already in the works. So some of you guys may not be familiar. I recently did a video on the very first terminally ill kid to visit the Knight Rider set. His name was Randy Armstrong. He was 15. He died in 1983, but he got to visit the set of Nightmares. And actually, whenever I was out in California for the Tesla event last week, I went to Sepulveda Dam and I recreated one of the pictures that his sister sent to me, and I sent it to her and she loved it. So you'll see all that in an upcoming video as well, along with some interesting recreations of some scenes from Nightmares, including AJ taking a face plant on the side of Sepulveda Dam. You remember the scene where Michael climbs up the little ladder on the dam and then he gingerly runs down and goes over to the secret door. AJ and I were trying to run up the side of the dam, but we didn't have the right shoes on, and it's a lot steeper than you think. You got to give Hasselhoff credit. And AJ did do one face plant, which I got on video, which is going to be epic. You guys are going to love it. So that's coming soon too. I have so many videos, just not enough time to put them together. Sam Am 2024, thank you again for another donation. That's awesome. On Night of the Drones, Kit on the side underneath. Yeah, so there's a scene where Kit's on his side, and the whole underside has panels on it. They just put those on because they wanted to keep the illusion of what Kit is, like his turbine engine. They didn't want to show a stock Trans Am underside, despite the fact that earlier in the series, when Kit was skiing, you saw the Trans Am underside. So I don't know. So Bounty Hunter, thank you so much for your donation. That's awesome. I have a question. Big fan of the show. Will the car fit in the semi? It looks narrow. Yes, the car will fit in the semi. Now, it's not going to be like you see on the show where Hasselhoff pulls in and swings the door open and flies out. In reality, that trailer, the semi, is the exact width as my enclosed trailer that I haul Kit in. That's how I know that they'll fit. And so I know that I can pull Kit in. I can open the door like this much. I can suck in my gut and get out. So Kit will fit, but it's not going to be like you see on the show. Was Viper TV show a copy of Knight Rider? Yeah, there's even some early articles, TV Guide articles that talk about how Viper was inspired by Knight Rider. The A-Team episode where when you come back, Range Rider, that has the Recaro Trans Am, that had a shimmy at 85. I don't know if that was a shot at Knight Rider. Probably not, because they were both Universal shows, so they played nice. Did Hasselhoff sing any of the songs from the show like Rebel Yell? No, he didn't. The only songs he sang were in Let It Be Me. All the others were sound-alike songs that Don Peake recorded in his studio. Interestingly enough, with our relationship with Don, we've uncovered a number of the original studio recordings from his sound-alikes, including we just found Rebel Yell, actually, which is neat. So we're hoping we're going to be able to release all the sound-alikes soon. Do you need an original Erdl kit sealed on a card? Yeah, I don't think I have one of those. So if you're offering it, reviewed you, that's very generous. Email us at nightriderhistorians@gmail.com. And thank you. That'd be awesome. In this new garage I'm building, there's going to be like a YouTube studio, and I'm going to have all of the memorabilia there. So that's all this stuff that I showed you that you guys sent is all going to go on this wall in the studio, which is going to be awesome. Are you going to be making plain tags out of the semi-extra Chaler sheet metal to sell as a fundraiser? Mark, we've talked about this internally, and there's a couple pieces of sheet metal. One piece, the one we pulled off the front where the air conditioner was on the trailer, we decided to keep that all intact. It's going to be mounted in a special place in the semi, just because it's a whole piece and there's original black and gold paint on it, and we wanted to keep that preserved. But there are a couple other smaller pieces that, yes, we talked about stamping out medallions and getting them laser etched and selling those as pieces of the original semi. So it's on the list when time permits. What else do we have here? Why did they call it 2000, like Night 2000? Probably because it was 1982 and 2000 sounded futuristic. I seem to remember there was a lot of like electronics of the early 80s where they put 2000 on it to make it sound futuristic. So I think that's all it was. Dan Murphy, sticker sheets. If you're willing, I would love to add them to the collection. I don't have a giant memorabilia collection. I have mostly props, but I've wanted to build up the memorabilia collection for my new place. So if you have that and you're willing, that would be wonderful. Thank you. Email me at nightriderhistorians@gmail.com and we will coordinate that. So thank you so much. So just a few more minutes, guys, and then I should probably go. Thoughts on the fan home build? I think they did an amazing job. It's a really cool kit. I'm not sure get it? Huh. I'm not sure I would pay for it because they sent it to me to showcase on the channel for free. I wouldn't necessarily pay for it because it's expensive, but it is high quality and it's pretty accurate. So Do you have the Kenner talking car? Yes, this one. This one was just sent to me by Trent Heffern a couple weeks ago, just out of the blue. He said, I got something to send you. He sent it to me, and there we go. But if you send me another one, I could paint it like car, right? So your book rocks. Thank you, Dan. Wrote a couple books back in the day. Nick Nugent also wrote the Knight Rider Companion, which is an incredible book as well. Wonderful graphics in that book. Where's the first trip for the semi and trailer going? I don't know yet. We're going to do some event when it's done. We're going to reveal it. And we're talking with the Northeast Ohio Duke guys who jumped the General Lee. And I think we're going to do a dual event where they're going to jump a kit replica. So you guys all need to be there for that. We'll announce that whenever we have that figured out. Have I played Grand Theft Auto 5? No, I don't really play too many video games. I did when I was a kid, but I just don't seem to have the time these days. Joe, did you know Knight Rider was called K2000 in the French shows? Yes, in fact, I recently released a shirt that's you can find on KnightRiderHistorians.com. It's Kit's voice modulator, and it's every version of the name across the world that the show was given. It's actually really, it's neat. It turned out neater than I thought it would. Lucas Johnson, I'm your biggest fan. That's debatable, Lucas. Just kidding. The colloquial kit, colloquial, I can't, never mind. The kit pedal car, I don't have one. One day I'll get one. I don't have one. The model build, I have all the pieces. I'm going to finish it up here soon on the channel. You'll see that. Southern Nights 2025, maybe. It's all depends on schedule. Summers are very busy for me. So 1/8 scale kit, Ian, is coming back. I just haven't had time to finish it. I have all the parts. I'll be finishing it soon. Any plans to do content on the other 3rd gen you're working on? I wasn't planning on it. I'll probably show it on the channel whenever it's done, but that's kind of taken a back seat to everything else going on, so it's not really getting any work done on it. So when was the last time Kit was in the semi riding off the ramp? 1986. It would have been 86 was the last time, or late 85. So, all right, guys. That's probably it for tonight. I need to do these more often. I always think about doing these, but it was life gets in the way. But I want to do more of these, and I really want to get AJ to join us as well, and maybe some other guys. Kevin Knight and I have talked about doing it together as well. So who knows? We'll figure something out. Do you own a real Michael Knight leather jacket? No, I do not. Unfortunately, Universal Studios still has one. So, all right, guys. So I think that'll probably do it for tonight. Thank you guys so much for joining. For those of you who donated, thank you so much for your continued support of this channel. As you heard, we've got a ton of amazing videos coming up. I just need the time to put them together. So I'm still trying to stick to putting out a video a week if I can do it. So so look for something next week, and hope you guys enjoy your weekend, and thanks for joining. Talk to you guys soon.